Hi, it's Suzanne, your realtor. Here to tell you about the processes of how this all works. First thing, once you go under contract, congratulations. I'm so excited for you. You're going to buy a new home. The next thing is your deposit check. We need to have your deposit check. Get with me. I'm going to tell you how much to make it out for and who's going to hold it. So get with me on that. The next step is your inspection. I'm going to give you a list of inspectors that I like, use, and trust. Although you can use your own, I do have some to reference that I know will do a great job for you. I will give you those names and we're going to set that up. Between you and me, I need to be there, so it's important that I'm there. And then you can arrive within the next 30 minutes to an hour before he's done. But you can stay the entire time, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. But that is our next thing, is to order the inspection. When you get your inspection report back, we're going to review it. You're going to review it, I'm going to review it. We're also going to determine what items need to be addressed. Now, cosmetic stuff is usually not something that they address. It's the more mechanical things that we need to be more concerned with. But we'll ask for multiple items. Whatever you really feel like is important to you, the seller can determine if he's going to take care of it or not. But just to let you know, in this market, sellers are being less agreeable to do repairs. But we're going to ask for them, especially if it's a major component. And at this point, if it was a major component that you say, this is a deal breaker, you can get out of your contract. So don't feel you're locked in if there's something major wrong with this home that you're buying. So the next step is, before we move on to the appraisal, there are other items that you can have inspected during this is called the due diligence period. You can have the roof looked at. If it has a pool, we can have the pool checked. You can have whatever inspections you want done during this due diligence period. So just keep that in mind. You have so many days to respond to your inspection. So take your time. If you want to have other inspections done, let me know and we'll do that. After your home has been inspected, now you can tell your lender to go ahead and order the appraisal. The appraisal is something you're going to have to pay out of pocket. This is required for the loan. The lender will not lend you more money than the home appraises for. So in our contract, we will put based on appraisal. So if the home appraises for less, then we renegotiate the price with the seller. So your appraisal is next, and then we're getting closer to the finish line. After your appraisal's done, we found out how much your home appraised for. If it appraises for higher, that's awesome. You don't have to pay higher, but if it does come in lower, then we have to renegotiate the price. And now during the next time frame, your lender may be asking you for documents, questions, things that they need to do their part. The title company's going to reach out to you and maybe ask you some questions, get your information. And then there is a little gap where you may be silent. You may not hear from anybody for a few days. Don't worry. Sometimes no news is good news. We just know that we're moving forward, and this is when you can start packing and getting rid of things. And then I'm going to provide you some information about the town, about your garbage days, and some information that you might need and find helpful. So that's the next step. In your inspection, the seller, whatever they agree to take care of, they have until 5 days before closing to make sure that they get those items remedied. And they're supposed to send invoices or receipts or pictures of the items that they took care of. And then when we go for our final walkthrough, which is about 3 days before the closing, we make sure that the items that they said they took care of are actually done. During your final walkthrough, this is when we look at everything to make sure the home is in the condition that they said that we saw it in. It's supposed to be the same or better condition as when you first saw the home. So that's where we go after. That's about 3 days before closing. The attorney is going to reach out to you to give you a time and a place to meet for our closing. Closing, you need to bring your driver's license, make sure it's not expired, and then you need to have your funds. They're going to tell you how to provide your funds: a money order, cashier's check. You cannot write a personal check, and please do not wire money without being for sure that the lender or the bank has given you proper instructions. I will never ask you to wire funds. If you get an email from me telling you to wire money, I did not send that. There has been problems with that, so just remember, I will never ask you to wire money. So at the closing, we will meet. I'll be there with you. That's when you sign all the paperwork and you get the keys, and then you get to move into your new home. And that's buying a home process. Congratulations.